Namaskar, friends. My name is Sanjay Mansukhani, and today I'm going to tell you something which you will find unbelievable. As per the most ancient scripture on yoga, mind sciences of our land, called the Yoga Sutras of Patanjali, written about 2400 years back, it has defined asana in a very simple way. It says the asana in which you do your meditation should be comfortable and should be steady. It should be a position of sukha and it should be sthir. That means when you are in your asana for meditation, when you are wanting to increase your power of concentration, because meditation is an exercise to increase the power of the mind, the power of concentration. Concentration gives you access to the truth, to deeper knowledge. That deeper knowledge gives you access to insight, to intuition. And you will have knowledge, insight, and intuition because of your deeper concentration than the others in society. So, this extraordinary knowledge which you gain because of concentration gives you power, gives you siddhis, and it helps you to get ahead of others in whatever you want to achieve in society. If you are doing research on a particular subject and you have the power of concentration and you can go deep, then you can access deeper knowledge, deeper insight, deeper intuition, and that will give you a deeper sense of power. And that deep power and deep knowledge will give you an extraordinary position in society. That knowledge and that power can be used to acquire wealth, to acquire name and fame, to serve humanity, to do research and find uh, new discoveries. It can be used to create new inventions for the betterment of human society. So concentration is very essential. Now, why is asana so important? Because we have a body. Concentration has to be done in our body so that the mind, the attention of the mind remains inside the body. It does not come out of the body. It does not travel to different parts of my body. It does not travel to my immediate environment, to my clothes, to the room I am in, to the people around me. It does not move out and go into objects present in this world. The objects of which people are fond of in possessing, the objects which attracts their attention, the objects for which people pay and buy and use those objects, possess those objects. So for the mind to be inside the mind, one has to do certain practices. So these practices are given in the Ashtanga Yoga of Patanjali. The first practice is to control your presence, your mind's presence in the world outside. So what is suggested is practice ahimsa. Do not cause violence to others. So they will not cause violence to you as per law of karma. So then your mind will not be disturbed. Don't take your mind outside and disturb others. Then their minds will come into you and disturb you. Second is speak the truth, satya. When you speak the truth always, you have control over your mind. Your mind is not playing games with you. You have a disciplined mind. A disciplined mind can be kept indoors, but an indisciplined mind will run all over the place. So a disciplined mind is like a disciplined horse, and an indisciplined mind is like a wild horse. You cannot ride it. It will be running all around. So Satya helps us to discipline the mind, keep it at one place, and that is inside us. Then the third is Asteya. Do not steal from others. Because if you have a tendency of stealing from others, your mind will go out of the body, will go to the other person, his possessions, and will physically steal. So do not steal. Have a pure mind, which is a non-stealing mind. Fourth is follow brahmacharya. Brahmacharya means don't get into excessive urges. It could be a sexual urge. It could be anything where your energy is getting diverted and flowing in a massive way. Control it. control your instinctual urges. Bring that part of the mind also inside you, inside your body. And the last is aparigraha. Have the minimum of possessions. Don't get enamored by the objects in the world outside. Don't run after expensive cars, expensive wardrobes, expensive watches, expensive mobiles. Don't be entrapped by fine dining, expensive restaurants. Don't be entrapped by the world of glamour, by the world of movies and entertainment. Do not keep more and more possessions with you. Limit yourself. Keep the bare minimum so that your mind again gets control, does not run outside, remains inside, remains quiet, remains calm. There is no tsunami in the mind. There is no agitation in the mind regarding possession of objects. Now, once this is done, these interactions are with others outside, with me and my body interacting with other living organisms outside. The second is interaction between me and myself. So my mind should learn how to live in a place of cleanliness. I should learn to keep my body clean, to keep my clothes clean, to keep my workplace clean. This also automatically controls the mind and keeps it inside. It is not jumping around like a monkey. It is sitting comfortably inside. Second is to be in a state of contentment. When you are contented, the mind is calm, the mind is at peace, the mind is silent, the mind is happy with itself. So practice contentment. And so on it goes. Practice controlling the senses, because senses are the doors through which the mind rushes outside. It sees something through the eyes and it likes it and it falls in love with it. It hears something through the ears and it might get agitated over what it hears. It might taste some food and just relish it, or it might find some food extraordinarily spicy and might just throw it out. So the senses, the five senses, have to be brought under control. Then we must engage in some form of a study, self-study, so that we are on the path of self-growth, self-learning. And we must also surrender to higher power, to the creator, to a power who is bigger than us and under whom we are. And that power is our guru. It could be the God, Ishvara, or it could be the guru residing within us, the eternal teacher who speaks to us from inside. We must surrender to that teacher, that guru, that power inside us. So again, the mind starts residing inside. And once this is done, then you come to the body. Now the body, the asana in which you sit, must be comfortable. And you should be able to hold it steady. So let us look at the comfort part first. Why should it be comfortable? If it is comfortable, if there is no pain, if there is no stress, if you are doing no form of gymnastics, being in that asana, then it is a possibility that you will be able to hold that comfortable position, that comfortable pose, that comfortable posture for a longer duration. And second, if you are feeling comfortable sitting on a chair and your asana is while sitting on the chair, sit on the chair. If you feel comfortable sitting cross-legged on the floor, that is a sukha asana. That is a comfortable asana. Sit there. If you find comfort sitting on a sofa and then doing your concentration exercise, then doing your meditation, then doing your focusing on a particular object or a particular thought, fine, do it on the sofa. And if you feel that by lying down on a bed or on the floor, you are comfortable, you are at complete ease, then do it. The body has to be comfortable. That is the first priority. One need not go by the various asanas which are taught in the yoga schools. They have various names. No. The objective is to first bring comfort to the body. If the body is uncomfortable, how can the mind be comfortable inside? How can you concentrate the mind? You cannot. So any asana in which you are comfortable is the right asana for you. It could be sitting on a chair, sitting on the floor, sitting on the sofa, lying down on the bed, lying down on the floor, whatever. Do not do it standing. Standing is not the right asana for comfort. It has to be in a sitting posture or a lying down posture so that the body is balanced and comfortable. And then the steadiness part. When you are able to hold your body steady, in that duration, The attention can be kept on the mind, inside the body. But if your body is not steady, if you start moving, your attention will shift from inside to the outside, and that will create a problem for you. Your concentration will falter, your concentration will break. So, very, very important, a comfortable and a steady asana, a comfortable and a steady posture. And as you keep on practicing this, you will find you will have more and more control over your mind. You will have more and more concentration over your mind. You will be able to travel deeper and deeper inside your mind. You will be able to put your attention on one thought, one object only. Multiple thoughts and multiple objects will stop coming into your mind. So this is very, very important. Comfortable pose and steady pose. Another important thing is, while you are doing this practice, try and focus on the infinite. Try and focus on something which is as large as possible. And if you have difficulty, if you are not a student of science or maths, if you're not an engineer or doctor, you do not know what is infinity, you cannot visualize infinity, you cannot realize infinity, then what I would suggest to you is start imagining that you are slowly, steadily increasing your horizon of thought. Begin with the room you are inside in. Then imagine your building. Then imagine the whole street, the whole area in which you live, and further the city, then the country, then the continent, and then the whole world, and then move on to the sun, the moon, and then move on to the solar system, the Milky Way galaxy, then move on to the universe, and there start looking around the whole universe. Visualize it step by step. If it is not happening in one time, then keep on practicing it slowly, steadily, keep on increasing your horizon of thought. And as you keep on doing this simple exercise, you will find that your inner likes and dislikes, inner duality, inner opposites will start disappearing. You will find you are becoming calmer and calmer in each and every situation. You will find your mind is remaining at peace even when people come and provoke you. You will find your power of going deep and deep inside your mind has risen drastically. So this is what the Yoga Sutras talk about asana. It should be an asana which gives you sukha. It should be an asana which is sthir, which is comfortable and steady. And think of the infinite. And when you are thinking of the infinite, slowly, steadily, you will find likes and dislikes going away from inside you. You will find all negative emotions, negative thoughts dissolving. You will find you are in a witness state. You are seeing reality as it is, without prejudice, without bias, without past programming of a child. You will find your mind has opened up. Your mind has become free. Your mind has started acquiring tremendous knowledge on its own. You will find your mind has become highly intellectual. You can understand bigger and bigger concepts now. And if you are in business, you can now think of becoming a billionaire. And if you are in a job, you can now think of becoming a CEO. And if you are a scientist, if you are in research and development, and if you are an academician, you can now think of winning the Nobel Prize in your particular field. That is what happens by a Sukhi asana and a Sthir asana and thinking about infiniteness. So I hope this particular session on asana, what asana really is, what asana is supposed to do, will help you all. Thank you.